Okay, we're going to take a look at the game Red Poppies from Worthington Games, and Red Poppies came out about 2 years ago, 2010. So we're just going to take a brief look at the components to the game. The board, the counters, the charts, things like that. Now, World War I generally isn't my thing. I have played Paths of Glory by GMT, a grand strategy game on World War I. My interest in World War I has been mainly naval games. But this one kind of intrigued me because it was a tactical game on World War I. So let's take a look at the components. Okay, we'll give you first an overall view of the boards that you get with the game. You get 3 cardboard boards. The game is tactical, so the boards are very small. So in effect, you get 6 different boards. You've got this new Chateau map, Juvincourt, and Halen map, and they're double-sided. So the other side, you get this La Boisselle map, looking very much like a World War I trench battlefield. The Flares map, and Morphtum map. As far as I know, the boards, you don't connect them. They're 3 completely independent scenarios. And we'll take a closer look at the maps in a moment. Now, you get with the game several scenarios. I've been looking at them here. You get these nice cards which give a lot of period feel here. Now, these are double-sided also. I've put them in plastic. So your scenarios there. I believe you get one from 1914, Cavalry Charge, August 12th. Then I believe there's 5 scenarios from 1916 and at least 1 scenario from 1918. So what, you get 8 scenarios? Yeah, 8 scenarios with the game. Like I said, this is a very tactical game. And the rules, well, you get a nice colorful rules booklet, fully illustrated. It's the shiny paper kind of manual. The numbered, the rules are numbered, which makes up looking up particular cases kind of nice. I always make myself a copy of the rules so I can yellow it in and that kind of thing. I hate to damage the original booklet. The rules are complete as far as I can tell. I've set up one scenario and moved around a few counters, but Worthington, I don't know. Their game rules are a little unpolished sometimes, and there's questions to be asked. This one isn't bad. It's fairly good. But let's let's look at these train effects charts. You get 2 of these, with the other side being the Red Poppies reference card. Fairly straightforward. And you get these very large counters, which I think is terrific. I'm getting old here, so large counters are something I can really appreciate. These things are about at least, I think they're 1 inch across, so they are very large. But let's take a closer look. Okay, we'll try to give you a close-up there of the new Chateau map. You can see the town symbols are very well done. You've got your road network. There's a bridge here. You've got the Bois d'Ospa, which of course is forest. And we'll move down here. You've got your river, some more forest there. Let's flip to the other side. Take a look at the La Boisselle map. Now this one certainly has a World War I feel to it. You can see the town here, of course the trench line, and these would be the barbed wires. These are British trenches, and of course these would be German, I guess. Yeah, and there's the Sausage Redoubt. I'm not familiar with these tactical battles, so I can't comment on them. Let's take a look at the Halen map. See, a river is rather prominent in this one. Lots of open terrain. You can see a major railroad here. Again, a little town. and lots of open fields. And I don't know what those are. Haystacks, maybe? Oh, grain stacks. Grain. Okay, that's fine. They're just nice looking maps. Quick look at the Juvincourt map. Again, featuring a town here and some trench lines and a stream or river here. Lots of open terrain. So, map-wise, though the maps are small, they're very nice looking. And there's the Flares map. Lots of entrenchments on them. Now let's take a look at the counters and what the counters look like on the map. Okay, there's a couple of counters. As I mentioned, they're quite large. They're nearly an inch across, and I love these large counters. Now, that's the dispersed side of the counter, and the other side is what they call the formed side, which I guess were meant to be kind of in column. The number on the upper left is the fire value. The number on the upper right is the range, and that's the morale value, you will say, when you roll for morale, and that's the movement factor. So you can see, yeah, when the cavalry unit is dispersed, it's moving very slow. 1 means it's deployed for line fighting, I guess, and there it's deployed for marching column, and of course it moves 9. I do like the counters very much. I have 2 little mini quibbles with them. There's some of the red counters. It's the German counters are very dark, as you can see. And having black on dark background makes them a little difficult to see. That's one of my little quibbles. The other one concerns the numbers on the counters. They're very small. Having gone to a 1-inch counter with these nice illustrations, large counters, why make the numbers so small? Now, I pointed this out a couple of years ago while the game was being developed, and maybe they weren't understanding what I was saying, but the reaction was a little hostile, actually. They thought the small numbers were just fine. I disagree. I think if you're going to go to a counter that size, you might as well make the numbers larger. But that's neither here nor there. It doesn't take away from the playing the game. The counters are perfectly serviceable, and those are some typical ones. Now we've got information markers too, of course. These are used when off-board artillery is targeting various things. Of course, your turn record, and that's Allied and German control markers. There's your time record. Again, all of them quite large, very functional, and the game is, like I said, very tactical. You've got, what, smoke counters here, and I guess when you're building trenches, you can build your own trenches. There's some there. And these are spent markers. So these are all informational markers. Smoke, that kind of thing. So counter-wise, I think the game is quite beautiful. I won't comment too much on play because I've only sort of fooled around with one scenario. I emphasize that the game is tactical because these counters represent companies and regiments. So in essence, you can only stack 2 units, 2 friendly units per square. So we're talking very tactical. I think the hexes represent, I think they say 200 yards or so. So I think if you like or want to try a tactical World War I game, this will be your game. Now I might attempt to do a video on a typical play-by-play, but I have to get more familiar with the game system itself. So I'll wrap up Red Poppies there, just to let you know that it's from Worthington Games. It's about 2 years old now, and it's quite nice looking. So if you're into World War I tactical games, this might very well fit the bill. That's it.